How you gonna sit and say that men ain't shit and you chose the nigga? You didn't seek counsel. You didn't ask no advice. You just said, I like him. I want to be with him. And it ain't work out. Men ain't shit. No. Take personal responsibility for your choices is another way that you become authentic. Being authentic, real and true. Authentic is not good, great, or excellent. How are you doing today? I'm doing fine. That's not authentic. Authentic is being real and true. You do not get to being real and true without shadow work. You don't get to shadow work without even identifying the fact that you need shadow work. To get to the real and true side of you takes a lot of work, man. Because you are not who you think you are. You are pure energy. However, if you think that you are the human vessel, then you don't even know who you are. A lot of people spiritual, but don't even realize that they're pure energy. They're pure consciousness. Which you have to begin to examine that to begin to understand your authentic energy. The famous American psychotherapist James Bugental calls authenticity the most important existential value of a human being. James Bugental, a man who ain't never told no lies as far as I know, calls authenticity the most important existential value of the human being. Not how much money you have, not how fat your ass is, not how many cars you have, not how many places you've been to, not how many cryptocurrency coins you have invested in. Authenticity is the most important existential value of a human being. You can't be authentic and still live in your fear, because your authenticity is your pure love existence. It is you integrating your higher self into your ego. So when you talk about consciousness, awareness, being present, is all found in you being authentic, more than it is about you reading a book and talking about it and regurgitating the language, but not ever living in the space of being present, because to be present means that you have to exercise your fear. And if you never thought about it, don't imagine that you've done it. So you can also begin to say, wow, I've never been present. I've either been fixated on the past or fixated in the future and never honored and been grateful for this present moment. Thus, I've never even been authentic. So in all of my relationships, in all of my circumstances, I've been a fake ass bitch. And it's cool because I'm taking responsibility and accountability for my actions. And now I'm really integrating a true higher self spiritual life and energy within my life, and I'm doing the right things. The independent choice of the way of life at that moment. See, when you in fear, you start to do things that your mama wish you would do. You start to do things that your grandmother wish you would do. You start to do things that your boyfriend wish you could do. You start to do things that your wife wish you would do. And you never start to do the things that your soul tell you to do. You know why it's shadow? You know why it's dark? Because it's repressed. And it ain't nobody's fault why it's repressed. It's your fault. And you blame everybody. You blame your wife for you being a bitch ass nigga for not standing up for yourself. You blame your husband for telling you what to do when you didn't never say, well, I don't want to do that. Don't tell me that you want to be polygamous after I say I want to be polygamous. You should have told me that you was polygamous on the first date. Right? So what I'm saying is Authenticity. If you want to fuck multiple dudes, don't boost my head up on the first date talking about how sexy I am, how much you only gonna love me, and then some shit happened and now you like, well, I wanted to be polygamous anyway. I want to have, no. We talking about being authentic is the most important existential value of a human being. What we know about authenticity, to some extent, generalizes many properties of the individual. First of all, it is an expression of sincerity towards another. When you show up in relationships as a fake ass bitch, you also saying, I don't even respect you as a human being. So sometimes a person could just stop liking you and stop fucking with you and nothing bad happened. The only thing that bad happened was that you was inauthentic. When a person is inauthentic, you might get in the car with them and the car don't work. The car don't run and the date just don't happen. You got to call AAA, situation don't fall. What happened between us? I was inauthentic. Your ancestors wouldn't allow me to give you my inauthentic, insincere energy, so they put roadblocks in between us. I wasn't going to treat you good no way because I was a piece of shit. Because I wasn't authentic. Because I was trying to be the man that I thought you wanted me to be. And I didn't factor in that authenticity was the most important existential value of a human being. I was trying to be the person that I thought that you wanted me to be. And I'm mad at you because that ain't how life works. And even though it ain't your fault, I'm still not going to take responsibility for my choices. How you gonna sit and say that men ain't shit and you chose the nigga? You didn't seek counsel. You didn't ask no advice. You just said, I like him. I want to be with him. And it ain't work out. Men ain't shit. No. Take personal responsibility for your choices is another way that you become authentic. An authentic person wants to be himself in his immediate reactions and in the holistic behavior. He allows himself not to know all the answers to life questions. So that means you cannot be a hotep and authentic. You can't be spiritual and authentic because spiritual persons love to tell you what spirit has told them. And everything that spirit has told them is facts. As opposed to saying a wise man knows that he knows nothing. I don't know shit. I barely know what's for dinner from day to day. I don't know if a piano is falling out of I just don't know. And I don't care to know. I'm not focused on knowing. I'm just here to spread this authenticity and this spiritual shit. I hope you are enjoying it.